What's happening, battlers? Trainer Mamco here, and welcome to part 2 of the Mirror Twilight Cup tournament with KiengIV, where we're going to be covering the last 4 rounds. I gotta say that some of these battles were the most nerve-wracking battles I've ever had in my entire career as a battler. And honestly, I just want to go ahead and just get right into them, just to show you how crazy these battles were. Let's go ahead and get right into round 4. Coming into round 4, I was up against Challenger. His name is spelled like YRNQ, so I'm just gonna call him Yearnk for the rest of the round. And sorry if I butchered your name there, man. But his team is Alolan Muck, Golbat, Tyranitar, Tentacruel, Toxicroak, and Toxicroak, which is a very solid team. And I had a hard time choosing against that team, and so I just decided to go with Drapion in the lead, hoping that I can get it against his Golbat, and then had Venusaur and Golbat waiting in the back. So let's go ahead and get into match 1. So I go ahead and lead off with my Drapion. He leads off with his Toxicroak, which was a very solid choice for him to lead with. And it's bad for me, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out to my Golbat here. And he switches out to his Alolan Muck. And I can do some good chip damage here with some Poison Fangs and maybe a Shadow Ball if I can get it off. I'm going to go ahead and get off that first Poison Fang. Not very effective, of course. So I'm going to go ahead. Should have gone with the Shadow Ball there. Get off another Poison Fang. Thought I could bait him with the shield, but didn't work. And I thought he was gonna bait me here with an Acid Spray, but he got me with a Dark Pulse. Should have shielded that, definitely. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off one more Poison Fang. I get off that first shield and my Golbat goes down. So I decide to go ahead and bring in, I think, yep, my Drapion, just so it wouldn't take any super effective damage. So he baits me with the Acid Spray. Definitely not good. So now I have both shields gone already. My nerves were up in this battle, man. I swear my hands were shaking so badly. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna go. He's gonna send back in his Toxicroak, and look at my Drapion going down so fast. It's almost already over here, man. If he has another flying type back there, then it's gonna be GG's. But look, even with Venusaur being a poison type, Charm just does so much damage. He gets me with Ancient Power, which wouldn't be super effective, but of course he has Toxicroak, and I'm going to try and farm some energy up there. Get off a excellent Frenzy Plant. Not very effective, but then he already has a ton of energy built up. I'm sure he has at least 2 Mud Bombs and like maybe a Sludge Bomb ready, so it's going to be GG's here because that would just do too much damage to... Yep, it's a Sludge Bomb. He gets down my Venusaur, and then of course counters to super effective against Drapion, and that is GG's for match 1. Played me like a flute, dude. I swear. My nerves were getting the better of me. My hands were shaking so badly. Everything was just, I was just a mess at that point. So I decided to go with Azumarill in the lead and Golbat and Toxicroak waiting in the back. Let's go ahead and get into match 2. Lead with my Azumarill, he leads with Tentacruel. Another bad lead matchup. So I try to go ahead. I decided to switch out to my Toxicroak. Build up some energy. And then I decided to not shield here because he was gonna bait me. He was gonna try to get me with an Acid Spray. Didn't shield there because it was an Acid Spray. Then he brings in Golbat. Another purified Golbat too. As you can see, I saw a lot of those in this tournament, like I said. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off an excellent Sludge Bomb. Not very effective, but does do a good amount of damage. So I was trying to decide which should I bring in here because Ice Beam from Azumarill would be super effective. So I decided to go ahead and bring back in Azumarill. He's already got a good number of energy built up. So I'm gonna go ahead and not shield it because Poison Fang, it's super effective, but it doesn't do that much damage to Azumarill. So he goes ahead and shields. He has another Poison Fang built up. So I decided to shield here. See if I can build up to another Ice Beam, but like I said, he has energy for days. So decided not to shield there. I'm like, I gotta save that shield for my Golbat. So I decided to switch out, had that Ice Beam ready in the back. Gonna get him with a Poison Fang, and if he shields here, it's probably gonna be a Shadow Ball. But Wing Attack took it down too quickly. So he goes ahead and brings in his Tentacruel. And I was wondering, it's probably going to be a bait. Yep, it was a bait. I fell for it. So I'm going to go ahead and get off a Shadow Ball. Land that excellent. Just nearly take it out. And then it's Toxicroak, so I'm gonna go ahead and try and land Shadow Ball here. And I thought this was gonna be extremely close. I thought I was gonna lose again, but it's GG's in match 2. That was really close, bad lead matchup, but I was able to take it back. GG's, GG's. Finally, in match 3, I decided to go with Alolan Muck in the lead and Drapion and Toxicroak waiting in the back. Let's go ahead and get into match 3. Leads with his Alolan Muck as well. So, it's pretty surprising. So I was trying to figure out what I could do here. I could try to get him down with some acid sprays, and then maybe go for a Dark Pulse or switch out to my Toxicroak. So I get off my first excellent acid spray. Not gonna shield here. It was an acid spray as well, so it's still pretty close mirror match here. And my Muck reaches the yellow before his does, so I'm trying to think here, should I switch out quickly, get him with one more acid spray, switch out to Toxicroak? But then he gets another acid spray, so I decided to shield. But it was actually a Dark Pulse, so I'm glad I shielded that. I'm gonna go ahead and switch out to my Toxicroak, gets down the Muck. And he brings in Golbat, and that's okay, I still have Drapion in the back. So I'm gonna go ahead, get off a Sludge Bomb here. Does some decent health damage here. I'm not gonna shield, there's no point. Gets a Poison Fang, not very effective, but it's enough to take me out. And then I'm deciding, I'm like, should I try and bring back Alolan Muck just to do some acid spray damage? But I was like, nope, just go with the safe switch to Drapion. Not gonna shield anything he throws here. It's a Shadow Ball, not very effective, but does a good amount of damage. So he's down to his last Pokemon, which is Tentacruel, and he has both shields. And I was wondering, what should I do? Because Aqua Tail wouldn't be super effective, but I probably should have gone for a Crunch, but I didn't want him to get that energy. So I decided to go with Acid Spray, get him down, see if I could just inches held down just enough with Bite, just to be able to do it. Because I wouldn't need shields to take down Tentacruel. We need to get rid of his shields to take down Tentacruel. But then he double Acid Sprays me, so it's gonna be very close here. So I go ahead and shield. Watch how close this is. Right there. Look. Oh my god. That was absolutely amazing. GG's, GG's. That was awesome. Coming into round 5, I was thinking, you know what? First loss in the tournament, not too bad. Maybe I can do well in the next couple of rounds. And I went up against challenger Lee Wilson 32, who had Drapion, Umbreon, Togekiss, Golbat, Azumarill, and Tentacruel. The first thing I thought was that team is kind of weak to Toxicroak, but then the Togekiss, Golbat, and Azumarill coverage made that kind of just, kind of risky to run Toxicroak against that team. So that has pretty good coverage right there. So I decided to go with Alolan Muck in the beginning and then Golbat and Toxicroak waiting in the back. Coming into match 1 here, I lead off with Muck and he leads off with his Golbat. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get it down with some acid sprays, maybe get off a Dark Pulse. Building up to that acid spray right there. And Wing Attack does build up energy on Golbat quite quickly, so I knew he was going to try maybe bait me. So get off that acid spray, get the reduced defense there. Gonna go ahead and not shield here. Knew it was a Poison Fang, but my health's already pretty low now, so he gets off another move, and it's Shadow Ball like I predicted. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off a Dark Pulse here. See if he shields. And he does. He calls it. So I'm going to go ahead and build up to another acid spray. Probably thought he could farm me down there. So I'm going to get off that excellent acid spray. And he shields again. So that's already both shields gone for him. So I'm actually going to go ahead and bring in, I believe, my Toxicroak. So I'm going to go ahead, shield that Poison Fang. Hopefully he doesn't have the energy to hit me with a charge move, and he doesn't, so I bring down Golbat with just counters, and he brings in a Azumarill. And I'm going to go ahead straight for the Sludge Bomb. Get off that excellent. I'm going to switch out, and it's Drapion. Bad switch. So I'm going to go ahead and get to a Shadow Ball. The fact that he switched out right there with me is absolutely insane. So gonna go ahead, nothing else I can do. I have no more shields, so I just gotta let that go through. It's an Aqua Tail, doesn't faint me. I'm gonna go ahead and try to build up to a Shadow Ball or a Poison Fang, but didn't work, so I'm gonna go ahead, Build up that energy. Hoping that the Mud Bomb does the damage that I need it to do. And then that is GG's for match 1 of round 5. Heading into match 2, I had Alolan Muck leading again with Drapion and Toxicroak in the back. Let's go ahead and get into match 2. Lead off with Muck again. He leads off with Drapion. So I wasn't sure about this lead. I figured it wouldn't bring down Muck easily at all, just because Bite isn't super effective. So I'm gonna go ahead, get off an Acid Spray. And I think I might have had some switching issues here. I can't remember because I tried to switch to, I think, Toxicroak there. I'm not entirely sure. So I had to shield it. I had to shield that Aqua Tail because Aqua Tail would do some solid damage to Muck. I think I tried to switch there, build up to the energy. Try to bring down Drapion. He brings in Golbat. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off a Sludge Bomb here. Not very effective. Gonna actually farm me down for energy. So I tried to get up to that Mud Bomb. I didn't think I'd make it to another Sludge Bomb there. And he shields it. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm not sure who I bring back in here. I think Drapion because since it's the safer switch in. Yep. Drapion, so I'm gonna go ahead, just tank whatever he throws. It's a Poison Fang, so I'm gonna go ahead, just farm it down. Not gonna shield here either, even if it's a Shadow Ball. It's a Shadow Ball there, but it does a decent chunk of damage. So that's his first Pokemon down. Brings in his Drapion, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and shield here because I figured I could take it down, just farm it for energy. But then he switches out to Azumarill, so wasted my energy there, should have saved it. Gonna switch back out to Muck, see if I can farm it down. But yep, I have the Acid Spray ready. Get out that Excellent. But Acid Spray does so little damage, but I'm gonna try and at least get out one more Acid Spray, but it doesn't work. So since both my Pokemon are low in health, I know it's GG's already. Yup, it's not gonna do enough damage to take out Azumarill or Drapion waiting in the back, so it's GG's for match 2. Coming into the final match, I had Toxicroak in the lead, and then I had Drapion and Venusaur waiting in the back. Let's go ahead and get started with match 3. Lead off with Tox, he leads off with Golbat, so he predicted my lead there. Not good at all, so I'm gonna go ahead, build up some energy, then switch out to Drapion quickly, see what he brings out. But he's gonna go ahead and throw a charge move here. I think it's a Shadow Ball. No, it's just a Poison Fang. So he goes and switches out to his Drapion. So I figured I could just farm that for energy with my Toxicroak. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off an Aqua Tail. He shields it. That's his first shield gone. So he's building up quite a bit of energy here. I think because Bite's pretty quick, but it's slow to build up energy, so I didn't shield that. Figured I could save my shields for my Toxicroak and my Venusaur since he has Golbat waiting in the back. Definitely not good. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and farm it for energy, but he gets off an Aqua Tail here. Aqua Tail would do a decent amount of damage to Toxicroak, so I'm gonna go ahead, shield that, farm it for more energy, switches back out to his Golbat, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off the Sludge Bomb. I should have baited with the Mud Bomb there. Maybe would have left some energy for my Sludge Bomb. But I think it might have been better that I did. But he goes ahead and shields it. And then he's gonna hit me with a Shadow Ball here, I think. No, it's a bait. It's a bait. So I figured he had the energy to get up to a Shadow Ball there. And he did, and that is going to be GG's, because nothing else I can do. GG's. I switched out Toxicroak, but that didn't do anything. So GG's, Lee Wilson. That was awesome. 2 losses so far in the tournament, but I wasn't going to let it ruin my day. I went up in round 6 against Challenger Shackness, who's actually one of my friends. And she had Azumarill, Golbat, Venomoth, Skuntank, Toxicroak, and Drapion. So I decided to go with Golbat in the lead, and then Azumarill and Drapion waiting in the back. Let's go ahead and get into round 6. Lead off with Golbat. She leads off with Toxicroak. Perfectly match up for me. So she goes ahead. I'm going to farm her for energy and switches out to Azumarill, which I'm going to go ahead and actually do some damage with Poison Fangs too. Going to go ahead and get off that first Poison Fang. Going to go ahead and shield that Ice Beam. Since I had Azumarill and Drapion waiting in the back, I wanted to get rid of this Azumarill. Didn't want to deal with that mirror matchup, and I didn't want it to get against my Drapion. So I'm going to go ahead and get off another Poison Fang. I think I decided to switch out here to my Azumarill just so I could tank the moves. And so I went out to, so I could save my Golbat for the Toxicroak waiting in the back. Gets off a Play Rough. Just going to go ahead and build up quite a bit of energy here, but then they switch out to Golbat. So not a bad matchup. I can go ahead and get off some Ice Beams against it. No more shields, so I'm going to go ahead. I don't shield this because, again, Poison Fang doesn't do that much damage. I think I can build up to an Ice Beam. There we go, right there. So I'm going to go ahead and get off that Excellent. Does super effective damage, but it doesn't take it down. So I figured I could try and switch in there, but it's alright. I'm just going to go ahead and let Azumarill go down here. Farm it for energy. Going to go ahead and farm it for energy with my Golbat. Brings back in Azumarill, so I gotta go ahead and shield that because I figured it was an Ice Beam. Gonna try and get it down with some wing attacks. I was getting nervous here because I figured she could get off another Ice Beam, so I'm gonna go ahead, feint it with that. Then I have energy to spare, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch into my Drapion just so I don't have to deal with the charge moves. Gets off a Mud Bomb, super effective. Gets off another Mud Bomb, so that's already a lot of her energy spent. So I don't think I have to worry about a charge move here. So I'm going to go ahead and get off that Shadow Ball, and that will be GG's for match 1 of round 6. Coming into match 2, I had the exact same team, just had Drapion in the lead, and then I had Azumarill and Golbat waiting in the back. Let's go ahead and get into match 2. Lead off with Drapion, she leads off with Azumarill. Not a good lead for me. So I'm going to go ahead and build up some energy. And then I had to debate what to switch out to here because I didn't want her to catch my Golbat right there. So I decided to switch out to Azumarill. She switches out to Golbat. So not a bad matchup again. So going to go ahead. Yep, I shield that just so since I'm locked in that switch, I want my Azumarill to last. So I'm going to go ahead and build some more energy, over tap and get off that first Ice Beam. She shields it, get off another Ice Beam. Get that Excellent. She shields that again, so that's already both of her shields gone. I didn't decide to shield here because I figured I could just take it out with one more Ice Beam since it's already low on health and locked in with me, but she has the Poison Fangs built up. So I'm not going to shield here again. Figured I could get up to the Ice Beam there. But then I switch out to Toxicroak, which is a really smart switch. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Golbat. Nothing that Toxicroak does, he'll be super effective, so I'm just going to go ahead and farm it for energy. Hopefully get it down with a Poison Fang so I can save the energy for that Shadow Ball. Not very effective. Gets off a charge move. I don't shield it because it won't be super effective, just a Mud Bomb. But then gets off another charge move. So I was wondering if it was a Sludge Bomb. Just another Mud Bomb. Still have a lot of energy built up. Takes her time to decide what to bring in here. Brings in her Golbat, so I'm going to go ahead and get it down with the Shadow Ball. Oh no, Poison Fang. I don't know why I went for the Poison Fang instead of the Shadow Ball, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and tank those fast moves. And then her Azumarill is still in the game, so I figured maybe I should have just gone ahead and no, I think I would have been fine if I kept doing what I did there and just switched out my my Golbat there because I wanted to save it for the Azumarill. But she goes ahead, gets all that Ice Beam. I don't think I have enough energy to take down the Azumarill here. It's at full health, and like I said, Poison Fang doesn't do that much damage to it. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get off another Poison Fang, but that's GG's for match 2. Very close. Very close. Coming into the final match, I had Alolan Muck in the lead, and then I had Golbat and Toxicroak waiting in the back. Let's go ahead and get into the final match of round 6. Light off with Muck. She leads off with Golbat. Not a bad lead matchup here. So I'm going to go ahead and build up to some Acid Sprays. Build up Overcharge there, and then she switches out to Skuntank here. So luckily I have Toxicroak in the back, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out. try to build up some energy here. Get off that mud bomb so she won't be able to hit me with a flamethrower, or at least I can draw out one of those shields. She doesn't shield it. She sees both of her shields, so she's going to go ahead and bring in a Azumarill. Going to see if I can build up the energy to bait her with Mud Bomb, Sludge Bomb, but I go for the Sludge Bomb first anyway. She shields it. Probably should have gone for the bait to begin with. But I'm just not going to shield just so I can save, just preserve the shields. So I'm going to go ahead, I think I bring back in, yep, I bring back Muck here so I can go ahead and farm it down for energy. Just got to watch out for that Play Rough because it can do some solid damage. Going to overcharge here. Build up to the Acid Spray, get off that Excellent. Doesn't shield it. I'm going to go ahead and shield my Muck here because I figured since I'm overtapped, figured I could go ahead and just keep going for energy, but then she gets off another charge move here. So I decided whether or not to shield here. Didn't shield. Almost got to the Acid Spray, but that's fine. Bring in my Golbat, and her last Pokemon is Golbat. Yeah. So very, very close. I'm going to go ahead and get off that Poison Fang. She shields, so I figured I could try and get to my Shadow Ball just to one-hit KO it since I already have a lot of energy built up. She gets off an Ominous Wind, but then I was like, crap. I don't know if she has a Shadow Ball ready. But it's another Ominous Wind. I think she was hoping for the buff from the Ominous Wind. So I'm going to go ahead. She used up a lot of her energy already, so I don't have to be scared of another charge move. Get off my Shadow Ball here. And that is GG's for round 6. Very close. If she got the buff there, I might have been screwed, honestly. But GG's. That was awesome. That was awesome. Coming into the final round of the Twilight Cup tournament, I went up against Fist of Fate, and his team was Azumarill, Golbat, Toxicroak, Wigglytuff, Tentacruel, and Skuntank. So I decided to go with Alolan Muck, Toxicroak, and Azumarill. Let's go ahead and get into match 1 of round 7. Lead off with Muck here, and he leads off with Tentacruel. Not a bad lead matchup, but we're going to be matching Acid Sprays here. So I'm going to go ahead, see if I can get it with a Dark Pulse instead of an Acid Spray, because I figured he'd be expecting that. Doesn't shield it. So, gonna go ahead and let this go through because I figured it was an Acid Spray, but it's a Sludge Wave. So we did the exact same thing. So it's gonna be pretty close here. Gonna go ahead and get off an Acid Spray. And he shields it. So for some reason, I think I might have tried to switch out there. Yep, there we go. So I go ahead and bring in Toxicroak. Wish I could have brought it in earlier, but that's okay. Gets me with an Acid Spray. Baited my first shield. Then he goes ahead and brings in his Golbat. Definitely not good. Not good at all. So I'm going to go ahead and get off a Sludge Bomb. Do some damage before I faint. And I was thinking maybe I could use Alolan Muck as a sacrificial swap here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Azumarill. Not going to shield that first Poison Fang. I figured he had another Poison Fang build up there, so I tried to switch out to Muck right there just so I could save Azumarill, but it didn't work. And it's another purified Golbat. So I think a lot of people just either didn't have Golbat ready for the tournament and they had to use the shadow ones that they found. But it looked pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring back in Muck, but I don't know why I did that. I thought it had the charge move ready, but it sucked because I thought I could use it as a sacrificial swap. Didn't work. That's GG's for match 1 of round 7. Coming into match 2 of round 7, I had Golbat in the lead, and then I had Alolan Muck and Toxicroak waiting in the back. Let's go ahead and get into match 2. Lead off with Golbat. He leads off with Wigglytuff, so definitely a good matchup for me. Charm won't be doing that much damage to Golbat. And he switches out to Skuntank, so I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Toxicroak. Build up that energy, hopefully bait that Wigglytuff with a Mud Bomb, then get off a Sludge Bomb. Gonna go ahead and get off that Mud Bomb. He shields it, so I think he was trying to get me with a Crunch here. I think he's trying to bait me, so I didn't shield there, and it was Crunch. I was right, so I didn't shield. So I'm gonna go ahead, get rid of that shield with a Sludge Bomb. Take away the shield. Then I'm gonna go ahead, and bring in my Muck. just to go ahead and get it, farm it down for some energy. And Wigglytuff is going down fast, so I'm gonna go ahead and get up to an acid spray, get off that excellent. Switch out. I think I tried to switch out to my Golbat. I'm not sure, but I'm just gonna go ahead and let that move go through. And I'm gonna go ahead and farm it down for energy. And then it is Azumarill. So I thought I had enough energy built up to take it down here, but Azumarill is tanky. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up as many poison fangs as I can. It's gonna be really close here. So I figured I could beat him here. So I'm gonna go ahead and build up some more energy. Get all that poison fang there. Get all that excellent. And it's so close right here, but he gets to the Ice Beam. Fist of Fate was actually the first battler in the tournament to beat me 2-0. Like, straight up. Like, and it was pretty close there, but CMP sucks sometimes, but you know, that's just the way it is. But I still had a great time. Awesome battle. GG. And that concludes the Mirror Twilight Cup with KiengIV. I went 4 wins, 3 losses. Not too bad, but especially considering how many amazing battlers were there. And congratulations to the victors of the tournament who were in the 5-way tie, and congratulations to Yeark for the trophy and the cookie. I saw that. That was pretty cool. And I hope that I reach Ultra with the friends that I made there, like Yeark and many other people. It was awesome. I hope we hit Ultra soon and we're able to battle more. And thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.